Right, you're going to be doing an assessment on the stuff that we've done on respiration. So aerobic respiration, anaerobic respiration, and what happens during exercise. Right, so you're going to start off. There's a diagram here that I would suggest that this is the first bit that you look at doing. So when we think about what's going into the mouth, right, in terms of breathing, you might want to go and put in that O2 is going into the mouth. You might also want to think about the fact that going into the mouth, we also have glucose. Right, that oxygen is going to go down. So you might want to go and draw a little arrow there to show the oxygen going down. And that is going to go into our lungs. Right? Then this, let's draw some little red blood cells, is going to represent our red blood cells. You might then, I would suggest, want to show that that oxygen is diffusing into the blood. Right, at the same time, right down here, we've also got our bloodstream. We've got the digestive system. You might want to be putting that from the digestive system, you're going to get glucose diffusing into the blood, right? You might want to go and give the glucose, I'll tell you what, maybe we'll make it a completely different colour. Right, you might want to go and represent glucose by a different colour. Right, that glucose and the oxygen, right, so we'll go and we'll put in the O2 that's moving around. Both of those are going to go and diffuse into our body cells. And you might want to be talking about the fact that respiration is taking place in those body cells. Right, if you remember, during respiration, we're going to go and produce two things. We're going to go and produce carbon dioxide and water vapour, right? So they're going to go and move around. And that's CO2 and H2O, right, is going to go and move out of the blood. And you can show it moving into the lungs. So at the top, coming out of the mouth, you can show that you've got CO2 and H2O. Right, so you might want to start with that diagram first. If you want to go and put on any more explanations or annotations, that is fine. Right, then you're going to move on and look at aerobic respiration, anaerobic respiration. Right, remember the equation for aerobic respiration is glucose plus oxygen goes to form carbon dioxide plus water. Right, if you remember yesterday, you went and you wrote down some key things about aerobic respiration. So you might want to go and put on that information from yesterday about aerobic respiration underneath where we've got that space there. Anaerobic respiration in that case then, we've got glucose, goes and converts just to lactic acid. And the same again, you've got that information from yesterday on anaerobic respiration, and you can go and include that information there underneath anaerobic respiration. Right, the final bits that you need to do is what happens during exercise. So if you're talking about your breathing rate, you need to talk about it goes up. We need to think about why it goes up, right? And you can go and include that, right? So think about the fact we need to get more oxygen into the blood, right? Think about the fact that we need to go and breathe quicker and more deeply. Think about the fact that we need to breathe out more carbon dioxide. Right, heart rate during exercise, you need to go and talk about the fact that that goes up as well. You need to talk about why. So your heart rate is going to go up, right? And you can include that there. So you're going and you're pumping more blood around your body, so it picks up more oxygen from the lungs, it picks up more glucose from the digestive system to go to your body cells, to your muscles, to be used for respiration. You need to be talking about the fact that that will go and pump more blood so it can carry more carbon dioxide and more water vapour from respiration so we can go and get rid of it. Right, so that is your overview of how we are going to go and do this little assignment.